High in the Zagros Mountains of Iran lies Sar Aga Sayed, a village forgotten by time, unchanged for 600 years. This remote and isolated hamlet, accessible only through winding mountain paths, is a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Its history is as layered as the mountains that cradle it, rich with tales passed down through generations. The village's unique character is immediately apparent in its architecture, a stunning example of harmony between human habitation and the natural environment. The homes, built in a stair-stepped fashion, cascade down the mountainside, each roof serving as the courtyard for the house above. This ingenious design not only maximizes space in the rugged terrain, but also speaks volumes about the resourcefulness and adaptability of the villagers. Sar Aga Sayed enjoys rugged yet delightful nature, with green orchards, water springs, waterfalls, and a refreshing mountainous climate. The village is a sight that instantly captivates and remains etched in memory. Upon arrival, visitors are greeted with the warm hospitality characteristic of rural Iran. The villagers, with their simple yet contented lifestyles, are a demonstration of the enduring human spirit. Their lives, though devoid of many modern conveniences, are rich in other ways. The community thrives on close-knit relationships, where everyone knows each other and a sense of collective responsibility prevails. There's a certain rhythm to life here, dictated not by the clock, but by the sun and the seasons. The architecture of Sar Aga Sayed is not just a feast for the eyes, but also a marvel of environmental adaptation. The houses, built from locally sourced materials, blend into the mountain as if they were always a part of it. The thick walls, made of stone and mud, provide excellent insulation, keeping the interiors cool in summer and warm in winter. The flat roofs are not only practical for the living space they provide, but also crucial for collecting rainwater, a precious resource in this arid region. Each home, with its modest decorations and functional design, tells a story of a life lived in sync with the environment. The village community, though small, is a microcosm of rural Iranian society. Families here have lived for generations, their histories intertwined with that of the village. The social structure is traditional, with elders respected and communal decisions made collectively. The people of Sar Aga Sayed share not only their joys and sorrows, but also the daily tasks that sustain their community. From farming on terraced fields to preparing communal meals, every activity is a chance for bonding and reaffirming their connection to each other and to their land. Sar Aga Sayed is more than just a picturesque village. It is a living museum of culture and tradition. The isolation that might have hindered its development has instead helped preserve a way of life that is rare in the modern world. Here, traditions are not just remembered, they are lived. From the food they eat to the clothes they wear, every aspect of life is a reflection of their heritage. The village does not just exist in the present, it carries with it the essence of the past, offering a window into a lifestyle that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. Visiting Sar Aga Sayed is a journey back in time. It's an escape from the stressful modern life into a world where nature and tradition dictate the pace. The experience of being in this village is transformative, offering insights into a way of life that prioritizes community, sustainability, and harmony. It's a reminder of the simpler pleasures of life and the enduring beauty of human resilience and ingenuity. The historical narrative of Sar Aga Sayed is as multifaceted as its unique architectural design. According to the stories of locals, the name Sar Aga Sayed was derived from the sacred shrine of Sayyid Isa. Sayyid Isa, a descendant of the seventh Imam of the Shia faith, is believed to have been laid to rest beneath the village roughly 600 years ago. This underlying shrine not only elevates the village's spiritual stature, but also enriches its cultural importance. Despite this, the precise date marking the village's establishment remains uncertain. The village is positioned at an altitude of 8,200 feet or 2,500 meters, and for this reason, summers are extremely hot, while winters are freezing cold. In fact, during winter, the village experiences significant snowfall, up to 17 feet of snow or 5 meters. This makes the village inaccessible in winter. The houses in Saraga Sayed are typically two-storied, with the lower floor often being used for keeping livestock during the harsh winters, while the upper floor serves as the living quarters. When these animals are kept in an enclosed space on the first floor, their collective body heat rises to the upper floors. This is a traditional architectural strategy used in many rural areas, especially in colder climates. In almost all of these one-room houses, windows are notably absent, a design likely aimed at retaining heat and providing protection against the harsh mountain weather. The interior of the houses has only the essential things you need, although they are beautifully decorated. Carpets and rugs, often hand-woven with local designs, cover the floors, adding warmth and colour. Seating is usually in the form of cushions and low sofas placed around the perimeter of the rooms. The walls are adorned with local handicrafts, textiles, and sometimes photographs or paintings, reflecting the artistic heritage of the region. The lack of private toilets in these homes further underscores the simplicity of living. The only toilet available is the one in the mosque, which serves the entire community, although those living too far away from it likely turn to nature for such needs. Out of all modern amenities, the village only has electricity, although it gets cut off when the snow days come. The flat roofs, besides serving as courtyards, are also used for a variety of activities, including drying crops and social gatherings, making them an integral part of daily life in the village. The design and orientation of the buildings are often aligned to take advantage of natural light and ventilation, showcasing an intuitive understanding of sustainable living practices. The narrow, winding streets and alleys, following the natural contours of the land, create a labyrinthine feel. This layout, while appearing haphazard, is actually a deliberate adaptation to the steep terrain and harsh weather. The exact population of the village is unknown, although it can be estimated to be around 4,000 people. Most of the residents in Saraga Sayed are Bakhtiari nomads who come to this village in May and leave it before the arrival of harsh winter days. The Bakhtiari are known for their distinct cultural identity and a semi-nomadic past that still influences their lifestyle. The language spoken here is predominantly Luri, a branch of the Iranian languages, rich in oral tradition and folklore. It serves as a vessel for the community's collective memory, carrying stories, songs and proverbs passed down through generations. While Persian is widely understood and used, Luri remains the heartbeat of everyday communication and a cornerstone of cultural identity in Saraga Sayed. Their traditional clothing is often colourful and handcrafted, reflecting both practical needs and artistic expression. Daily routines in Saraga Sayed are dictated more by the rhythms of nature than by the clock, with men and women rising with the sun. The locals here make a living off of agriculture, along with the rearing of sheep and cattle. Additionally, they engage in salt mining from the salt ponds near the village, a vital economic activity. The process begins with the extraction of salt from the local mines. Each family has their own designated area in the salt mine, allowing for a personalized approach to this communal activity. The extracted salt is then subjected to a traditional sun-drying method. This involves spreading the salt out in the open where it is left to dry under the sun's heat. Once the salt is adequately dried, it is collected and stored in sacks. These sacks are then either used for the village's own consumption or sold as a means of income. The physical labour involved in this process is noteworthy. The agricultural products in this Iranian village include wheat, potatoes, livestock products, dairy products, and of course salt. Aside from participating in these occupations, the women of the community also dedicate a significant portion of their day to collecting wood, which is essential for cooking and heating their homes. Moreover, they are skilled in weaving intricate rugs and tapestries, as well as creating various handicrafts, activities that not only contribute to the household, but also preserve and perpetuate the rich artistic traditions of their community. The women of Saragah Sayed still cook food on a wood fire and bake bread in home ovens. The cuisine of Saragah Sayed is primarily based on what the untouched nature around it provides. The village is surrounded by oak and plantain trees. The oak tree in particular is integral to the village's culinary identity, as its fruit is a unique and valued ingredient, especially in preparing dishes like nan golak, a distinctive bread. This bread is made by turning the oak fruit into a dough that is then baked into a unique and flavorful bread. Besides oak, the village is home to other trees like walnut, willow, and local milo shrubs, which bear small red fruits. The walnut trees hold a special place in the heart of the community, with the belief that some of these trees have been standing for more than 300 years. These ancient trees not only add to the picturesque beauty of the village, but also provide ingredients that are used in various local dishes. Sumac, shallots, mushrooms, leeks, and mountain celery are some of the wild edibles that grow along the mountainsides. Ash kardan, a dish that holds significant importance in the village, is a nourishing soup made with a unique type of mountain plant that grows in the surrounding Zagros Mountains, imbuing the dish with a distinctive flavor that's deeply rooted in the region's natural bounty. The plant is combined with buttermilk, rice, and a variety of spices, creating a rich and satisfying dish that is particularly favored during the colder months. Children in Saragah Sayed experience a childhood markedly different from their urban counterparts. They participate in the daily routines of the village life, and the community plays a significant role in the upbringing of the children. In a setting where everyone knows each other, children are often looked after not just by their parents, but by the entire village. This collective approach to childcare fosters a sense of belonging and security among the children. Some of the children attend the local school, which is a small establishment that provides education up to the 5th grade. To continue their education, students must go to the cities around the village. In the residence of the family with the longest history in the village, there's a spacious room serving a vital role. It's the village's only supermarket. This essential space is filled with a variety of necessary items, ensuring the villagers have access to crucial supplies. During the harsh winter months, when heavy snowfall isolates the village by blocking roads, this supermarket becomes even more critical. The village, during these times, is completely cut off from the outside world, lacking electricity, cell phone coverage, and external access. This isolation can last for up to 6 months until the roads are open again. Consequently, this grocery store stands as the most important location in the village, a lifeline for the residents in their secluded environment. At the entry of the village, we can find the Agha Sayed Shrine, which holds immense spiritual and communal importance for the residents of the village. The shrine is dedicated to the Imam Zadeh, who was buried in the village. The shrine is also a place of quiet and reverence where villagers and visitors can pray and contemplate. It serves as a spiritual center, offering a sense of peace and solace to those who enter. Beyond its religious significance, the Agha Sayed Shrine plays a crucial role in the social and cultural life of Saragah Sayed. It often becomes the focal point for community gatherings, particularly during religious festivals and commemorations. The people of Saragah Sayed village are very loyal to religious ceremonies and religious beliefs. Magnificent religious events are held in the shrine, including the month of Ramadan and the days of mourning in the month of Muharram. The shrine also attracts visitors and pilgrims from other areas, especially during specific times of religious significance. This influx of visitors brings a sense of connection with the wider world and offers an opportunity for cultural exchange. As awareness of this picturesque village has grown, so too has the interest of tourists, drawn by the allure of its unique architecture, stunning natural beauty, and rich cultural heritage. The people of Sar Aga Sayed, with their deep-rooted sense of hospitality, have welcomed the growing number of visitors with open arms. They see tourism as an opportunity to share their way of life, traditions, and stories with the outside world. Visitors are often greeted with warm smiles and invited to experience the village's daily life, from observing traditional rug weaving to participating in local festivals and celebrations. The interaction with tourists has also provided an economic boost to the village. Many residents have found new avenues of income through tourism, such as setting up small homestays, offering guided tours, or selling local handicrafts and produce. This economic aspect has been vital in helping the community sustain itself and preserve its traditions. Due to the pristine nature of Sar Aga Sayed, there are not many options for staying in the village. However, the increasing influx of both domestic and international tourists has led to the development of local homes for rent and ecotourism accommodations. All tourists who visit this village and intend to stay overnight in it can stay in the village's houses and pay them for their accommodation. In the warm seasons of the year, tourists can be guests and be received in the tents set up by the villagers at the top of the mountain. Tourists can also bring their own camping gear and set camp near the village. Another way to visit is to stay overnight in hotels in nearby cities and visit the village during the day. The ideal time to visit Sar Aga Sayed village is during the spring and summer months. Spring in Sar Aga Sayed, starting in April, is characterized by cool and pleasant weather. Although the weather can turn a bit chilly as it gets darker, this season is particularly enchanting as the snow begins to melt and the surrounding nature bursts into life. Spring is also the perfect time to witness the migration of the Bakhtiari nomads to the village, offering a unique cultural experience. The landscape transforms with vibrant greenery, making it an ideal period for nature lovers and photographers. As summer arrives, the beauty of Sar Aga Sayed and its neighbouring fields is further amplified. The presence of Bakhtiari nomads' tents around the village adds to the cultural richness of the area. Additionally, viewing the stunning natural scenery from an elevated spot above the village during this season is especially rewarding. Both spring and summer provide a blend of pleasant weather, cultural experiences, and breathtaking natural beauty, making them the best times to explore and enjoy everything that Sar Aga Sayed village has to offer. With everything we discussed so far, we have to mention the negative aspects of living in this remote and isolated community. One of the significant issues is the problem of littering. Despite the presence of garbage bins, the village struggles with visible garbage issues. This situation could be attributed to the lack of sufficient waste management infrastructure or environmental awareness among the residents. The village's infrastructure also presents difficulties. The houses, being one-room structures without windows, offer limited privacy and comfort. The lack of private toilets, with villagers relying on a common toilet near the mosque or using natural areas, is another challenge that affects daily life. Additionally, the absence of a hospital in the village poses serious risks in emergencies. For instance, in cases requiring urgent medical attention, such as childbirth, the only option is helicopter transportation to a hospital about 3 hours away. This lack of immediate medical facilities underscores the village's remoteness and the difficulties in accessing basic services. In conclusion, Sar Aga Sayed is a village that embodies the strength and resilience of its people. Life here is a blend of traditional practices, community spirit, and the challenges posed by its remote location. Tell us what you think about Sar Aga Sayed in the comments below. If you want to join another journey with us, you can watch our documentary on the life in Tibet. The link is in the top pinned comment.